I got a lot to live for. Yeah. I got a lot to live for. I got a lot to live for. Before I knock down heaven's doors, I got a lot to live for. I got a lot to live for. And keep it real, that's how it goes. I got a lot to live for. 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 And keep it real, that's how it goes. I got a lot to live for. I got a son and 2 daughters that I gotta feed. And every day I pray to God and thank Him for my 3. I'm grinding late nights looking for that recipe. And always feeling like this weight is always left on me. And mama always told me, you better keep it G. And all my niggas chasing money, we ain't full of greed. A big house, loving families, all a nigga need. And I'm not lyric in the Mari, bleeding royalty. I don't ever get behind, I'm always in the lead. 100 on the dash, I got a need for speed. Box a nigga out just like Apollo Creed. I don't get down with that nigga energy. I got a lot to live for. Before I knock down heaven's doors, I got a lot to live for. I got a lot to live for. And keep it real, that's how it goes. I got a lot to live for. 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 And keep it real, that's how it goes. I got a lot to live for.
Welcome to my show. Episode 13. My swag is so mean. Me, myself, and Irene. A schizo is on the scene. Fuck it, mask off. I go so hard, I could never go soft. Used to call me retard, now I'm oh so smart. Chico the Barge, got so much charm. Rock on my arm. I don't even know where to go, but either way, it's motherfuck 5-0. I'm high off a drove. I keep my eyes closed when driving down the road. I don't even know. You could take a quote. I'm about to explode. I need some C4. I am on the go. About to keep my nose closed. I can't do no coke. I gotta stay clean. Stay clean. Who's fresh is me? SciFi is my guest today. Yeah.
My boy.
You know the vibe.
And you had me in here pop locking like bam, 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 bam. What's good? What's good?
What's up, y'all? Yo, and for a proper introduction, man, this is the super producer, mega engineer, fucking rap icon, legendary, produce for motherfucking everybody from Brandon Dash to fucking Cardi motherfucking B to probably you probably engineered somebody's niece in this bitch. Somebody's nephew, cousin.
Everybody, bro. You know what it is.
Nigga, you like the Frank Lucas of Bloomington hip hop, nigga. I don't care how big or small this bitch is. Once I get my hands on that shit, nah. What's up, man? No. It's a blessing to see you, man.
Man, appreciate it, big dog. How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling amazing. The beautiful thing about things like this is I get to control my narrative. Finally, niggas got a lot of shit to say about the nigga, and I usually just sit back and take it. So now I get to pop my shit. I get to talk my shit finally.
Hey, fuck worm, yeah.
Hey, ain't nobody safe. Hey,
yeah.
But, so just About you, how have you been dealing during this whole Corona shit with everything going on? What's the vibes for you? What have you been doing to maintain? I know you got children. Like the fuck, how is you keeping everybody safe? And let
Man,
me flame up
like,
while,
go
while you
ahead, bro.
answer.
Like, I feel like, I mean, this whole pandemic situation, uh, it's opened my eyes to a lot of shit, you know. Like, pretty much it's gonna make you or break you during this situation. I feel like it's making me like stronger, more wiser. Uh like if you don't know what you want to do after this shit, man, then you should just give up on what the fuck you was doing before, you feel me, bro?
For
But
real.
uh I
Because
feel like
people
I'm
go.
maintaining good though, bro. I'm maintaining good, doing what I'm supposed to do in the lab. You
Well, the thing about it is, people do finally have time to control their narrative and to like
yeah.
think about themselves and reflect on themselves. Even
Mm-hmm.
broke shit, you still got that time. And to
Yeah.
pursue your dreams in a different way or whatever, even if it's just the starting stages. Let me tell y'all, the
Mm-hmm.
starting stages of whatever y'all want to do is probably absolutely free.
Easy.
Air horn in this bitch.
It's the truth, man. For real. For real.
For
For
sure, for
real.
sure.
But
So, um, you've been producing over this thing. Who have you produced for over this, over this pandemic? What's the new shit that's been cooking?
uh well, as you know, I've been working with my artist. I call him Fat Ass, aka B Boy. You know what I'm saying? Uh we've been pushing, you know what I'm saying, trying to get that bag, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie B Boy. Uh I just got a record that just came out with a West Coast artist named Quincy White. Go check it out. It's called Baby Mama. I think you
Okay.
guys will enjoy that. He's from Compton. Shout out to the nigga in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but other than that, man, just sending out production for placement. You know, there's a lot of people out there working. Like I said during this time, and that's all I've been doing. I'm one of those people that's working. You feel me?
I
Non-stop.
For sure, always. I was also going to talk about that grind. I know probably this morning you was probably all up in a church playing with the band or something and bringing the gospel to motherfucker. I mean, well, to people. Um, am I speaking facts right now? Is that where
Man,
you were this morning?
hey, church. That's where we at, man. You feel me? That's where I learned everything from. Man, you know what I'm saying? You can never take that away from you, Phil.
And and
Church house.
and who at the church? Let's get a little bit more in depth into that. Into how you found your footing in the church, and then we'll have to get to how it led to fucking trap music. So,
Man, like pretty much, bro. I'm a drummer. I started off playing drums. That was my passion. That still is my passion, you know. So like I've been playing drums for over like 20 some years, you feel me? And like it was always like my family members, like my cousin, my big cousin Stephen Gay, uh, my uncle James. They was, pushing me. Uh, Even my other cousin, she plays the piano. Her name is Georgia, Miss Georgia. So like
shout
they
out Miss
pushed me.
Georgia.
Even when I didn't feel like doing that shit, man, they still pushed me, man. You feel me? So
And
I,
that is a grind, having to get up every Sunday and do
boy,
that. Maybe you can give me some insight into this. How does that even work? How often is a new song introduced? How do the practices typically go for even church? I've never been a part of a choir or anything. I hate it.
well, I mean, they usually have choir rehearsals uh, during the week. Um, Shit, maybe on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? They might have a musicians practice before the choir comes in. That's how we learn the stuff. But we usually get the music in advance, like at least a month ahead or something. You feel me? So we'll be able to like change stuff up if we wanted to and things of that nature. So that's how we usually came, how we vibed out at church and everything like that. When we incorporated like just like R&B or something, you know what I'm saying? Just so you're not leaving out, people that ain't never been to church, you know what I'm saying? So if you see that person that never been to church and they hear some R&B, they might want to turn up. Like, oh, I'm coming back, church. You feel me? So,
Yeah,
that's how we worked in church, man. For real, as musicians.
it's such a grind. I know you don't like to do anything for free. And that
Oh no, my brother.
and
That
that's
is
a full
yeah,
time free dedication. That's
man.
fucking ridiculous. But even out here in Atlanta, do you look up to people like Zaytoven and cats like that who like literally I could have gone and seen that man at church
Mhm.
Sun
Yeah,
well, if
Zay,
it was
Zay,
open Sunday.
hey, Zay will always be a legend, bro. Like he brought that feel, bro. Like you could still be in the spirit, in the church spirit, but still bring that hood shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know where you came from and shit, bro. And he never left from where he came from mentally, you know what I'm saying, and physically, bro. So like I respect now and I love Zay for that shit, bro. He's always gonna be a legend for that shit.
Um,
For real.
even okay, since we're speaking on like Zaytoven and we're speaking on the church and industry and doing stuff for free versus from the heart, um, is there a big difference in the hustle between like or like in like do people come from a different place in the industry than in the church? Like how does
Mhm.
that work out? How do you flip the switch between those two different lifestyles?
I mean, I'm a Libra, so I know how to balance that shit out. Feel me? But honestly, bro, like it really isn't like it's basically the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as musicians, fellow musicians know this. Like, if you dope, you'll get hired for gigs. You know what I'm saying? They call them gigs for church now. You feel me? It used to be,
Oh
a contract.
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, it changed a lot. But if you're dope, they're gonna be like, hey, we want you to play for this. We'll play boom, boom, boom. So it's basically the same, but you know what I'm saying? You just gotta work your way up, and you know what I'm saying? Just grind. It's the same thing in the music industry. Like it's favoritism, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes even in church sometimes, bro. I'm gonna keep it honest, keep it at that.
How do how do you maneuver amongst that? Like what kind of advice? What kind of advice what kind of advice can you give upcoming producers, engineers, and artists to maneuver through that? How do you play the politics of both? And like, how do you stay motivated with both of them being so similar?
Man, like you just gotta have that mentality, bro. You gotta be like, what's the word, man? You gotta be mature in the head. Um, as it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. You gotta be able to mix friendships with friendships, business with business. You can't do those. You feel me? So you gotta
Yeah.
know how to buckle down on that shit, and that's pretty much how you're gonna be able to maneuver in the industry. Like them might be your buddies, but then and again, when it comes to this paperwork, they don't want to play with the paperwork, man. You gotta move around, bro.
It, yo, super facts. Don't play
Right?
with their money. All
Yeah,
that brother, all that friend shit, Dunzo, and they'll
yeah,
cut you
man.
off in a heartbeat. It's ridiculous how it maneuvers like that. It's funny because this is the most in depth me and you have been able to talk, and we literally had like 40 sessions together,
48,
work,
48.
work, working on Black Unicorn too, and
Mhm.
that's really And that's what I needed at that time. And loved about it was like we went in there and we worked and we made what we made, and then we would discuss what we made and
Mm-hmm.
reconvene. It was absolute business and trying to make a great project and being really focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you like to make friends along the way, but like it's almost better sometimes when it's more like business
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere, because they know that you're not playing games and that you're passionate and you're taking what you're doing serious.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So
But like even when we record, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just that type of person that's gonna give you that honest feedback. You know, most engineers just want their money and get the fuck on. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like
yeah,
my name is behind that as well as your name. So it's like I will always give honest feedback on shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
yeah,
always just about the money. It's always about make sure your friendships and your bridges aren't burned and shit. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Yeah.
and I can attest to that because we would literally work on a song for sessions,
Mm-hmm.
reworking it, and it was always an open-ended discussion about the music and how to get the best result out of what we were trying to do. And yeah, it made it easy. Even the hardest task was easy because both people were willing to do what it took to make it happen.
Most definitely.
Now shuffling, like in the placements of shuffles and stuff like that. Can we get any insight on how some of your biggest place, some of your
I got
biggest pla- some of your biggest placements took about? Like, how did you end up producing, and is there any advice? Is it random? Like, what can you tell producers about landing? Because you've landed, it's like you've had lightning strike multiple times.
yeah. Like pretty much like with the placements, um, well with Dex, I got that through my sister, Shanice, aka Cut Me Up Sis, you know. Shout out to Shanice Bell. Uh, but at the time, I got those placements like Dex was just like, yo, I want you to do this for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much I made that bond with him, and it was just like we had a certain sound. You feel me? So pretty much you gotta find an artist that you can make a sound with that's wanting to actually be different. You feel what I'm saying? And not just want to stay in their vicinity. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta get out your box. You gotta get out your comfort zone. So like with placements, man, you just basically gotta look for those artists that are hungry, and it don't even have to be a big artist. You feel what I'm saying? It could be an artist that's willing to put in that work. Because a lot of the big artists aren't really putting in work either. You feel what I'm saying? They're just the face, the
Exact.
puppet. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So if you're willing to put in that work, it could be an artist that only got 6 fans. You feel what I'm saying? But if he's putting in that work and shit, he's gonna accumulate more fans. You feel what I'm saying? So
Well,
that's
and
pretty much how
that's
you do that shit.
and okay. So basically, you just said some crazy shit for the fact that basically you just said work ethic ain't even quite part of making it.
Man, it really ain't, bro. Like you could be the hardest working person, man, and that shit could just overpass you. You feel me? It's more. It's business. It's paperwork. It's like fuck the talent, man. That's only like 10% of that shit. Honestly, to keep it 100, bro. It's more about like having your face out there, like footwork, shit like that, man. Like that shit
So
is real.
I know Famous Dex didn't quite pop before you produced for him. Uh,
Right.
was that arrangement where he just like bought a beat like I have
Mhm.
And then did you have to go back and renegotiate with him once it exploded? Um, the record we're talking about, y'all, is "Drip from My Walk." For one of them, one of many.
Mhm. Well, pretty much how me and Dex did that shit, bro. It was hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? And like the first track he got from me was Your Fault. That shit is like at 7 million streams, 6, 7 million, something like that. But it's like every time we made some shit, it was always it just climb up. It just kept on climbing up. So we did go back and negotiate a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But after that, bro, it was just like shit. You know what I'm saying? He was his own person. I'm my own person. Like, niggas change, bro. I'm gonna keep that shit at that way. That nigga changed, bro. Shit, I ain't sugarcoating that shit. But it's just like it's crazy because if you got a sound with somebody and y'all are moving up or going towards a positive direction, why leave, man? Try to change shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we seen what happened with that with what he's not doing super hot right now.
Oh yeah, I ain't really been paying attention, man.
It's been,
You're hunted.
I mean, which I just watched the game as like a fan and connoisseur of like the game. I always try to stay up on what people did to stay relevant, like who evolves. Like even some of the greatest growths were the Migos because they were not supposed to still be around.
Oh
Um,
man.
and they constantly reinvented themselves and shifted their hustle and smartened up.
Mhm.
You know, um, and it would have been nice to see Famous Dex uh, do that, but Karma's a bitch.
Oh
Um,
man.
um,
Hey, always waiting for somebody. You hear me?
always patiently and beautifully, calmly,
Mhm.
subtly, like. But with that being said, though, you said something interesting when you were talking about it was either hit or miss. So
Mhm.
typically, before a record comes out, or like if it's gonna be a pretty big record, you're kind of hot or warm to what it's gonna do previously too. And does that mean
Right.
that I've never
Yeah.
made a hit?
See, that's the thing, man. Like you got hits, bro. It's like I look at it like this: people's what do you call it? Demographics or fan base is different. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what really makes a difference on a lot of hit or miss shit too. Like, what are your fans? What fan base do you have? You feel me? So like with him, he was doing the drug shit what the young people do nowadays and shit. So it was like boom, it blew up. You know what I'm saying? Compared to like the J. Cole's and the Kendrick Lamar's. You know what I'm saying, bro? If you talking about some goofy ass shit, you gonna get on. But if you
Did
really
he have
talking that
a
shit, they look at you
resume
crazy.
before that song?
No, he didn't have a resume. That's the crazy thing, bro. Like it was hit or miss shit with him. Uh,
Did he have backing or something that made you know it was going to be either hit or miss? Like they were either going to cut him off if it didn't pop off or
well,
grow it?
I looked at numbers. I think he did a song or two probably before we dropped any of our stuff, and I seen he had like a little fan base.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, I'll give you a chance because when my
Right.
friend, what I'm saying, she was like, yeah, send some beats for my homie Dexter. I'm like, who the fuck is Dexter? You feel me, bro? What the fuck is that? I'm like, all right, I guess I'll check out his work. You know what I'm saying? And then he called me right back within like 20 minutes of hearing the beats, bro. I was just like, bro. And that's how we linked and shit. We linked that same day, bro. It was crazy.
Wow.
You know?
That same day, hell no.
Damn
Well,
day.
I
Yeah.
remember the first time you shared it, and like partly what made me click it was it was different than the typical set of people I had seen you working with in the
Mm-hmm.
past.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, what the fuck is this? And as somebody who supports you, I clicked it, and I was like, you know, I guess
A lot of people were saying that.
I got special vibes from it in retrospect, but it was kind of unorthodox. It's like, so I didn't know what you were doing. But this is a great segue to actually talk to you about something that I did want to talk about. Because
Yeah.
we'll get back into placements and shit like that. Um, how do you keep an ear, and how do you pick and choose? And you've always been so in tune with the youth and like the heartbeat of the culture, and your ass don't even leave the basement. So how the
Man,
fuck you
I,
literally be with your family and in the studio, nigga? So
indeed, bro. But I mean, honestly, I'm keeping it that way. I don't even really listen to industry music. Uh, Pretty much, I listen to the underground stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are potential industry people, because pretty much the industry shit is fake, is washed up to me, bro. Keep it that way. I mean, like everybody's not real in that shit, bro. So you talking about you got this and you got that. Nigga, I ain't got that shit. Why the fuck I'm listening to you? You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, I mean, it's
wow.
the truth, bro. Like, I get tired of hearing people saying, I got a red bone. Yeah, she's sitting in my, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit, man. Like, nigga, I don't got no red bone. I ain't got no big bag of money. But I'm trying to get there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that bag. I'm trying to make sure I'm living good and shit. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So I don't want to hear what the fuck you already got, nigga. Shit.
Well,
But other than that,
and you've always kind of had the exact opposite approach in what you've done, where you kind of like, you don't try to be flossy or nothing. A nigga couldn't even guess what your pocket is, and it's a
exactly.
really interesting dynamic. Who the fuck did you see get robbed?
Get robbed?
Yeah, to be so
Hey,
protective. Where did that protective nature come from?
you just, man, look, bro. You just gotta be on your fucking P's and Q's, dog. You feel me? On everything. But other than that, bro, you won't see like, I mean, I feel like you don't need to be like with all that shit on and shit, bro. Like, just be cool, be smooth, man. Yo, let your work speak for you, bro. They gonna know you got that bag by looking at your work and how you got these plaques and all this shit, bro.
Eh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Shit,
that's
fuck all the
really
other shit,
heavy.
dog.
Yo, for sure, for sure. Um,
Yeah.
well, also that's that's interesting because uh, how do you do it from where you're located? How did you like? Okay, yeah. Well, you explained for the first you had a direct plug. Of course, Chicago not being that far away,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
how do you gain clients? What kind of advice can you give to gaining clients as a producer and engineer?
Well, first you just gotta have that mentality that everybody ain't gonna respond back to your ass. Okay. Like if you get in this shit and think it's just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, chicken and waffles, bro. It ain't like that, bro. You gonna get them ramen noodles first, like a motherfucker. You feel me? Unless you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a whole bunch of no's before you get that one lifetime, lifetime changing yes, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
you can always just stay consistent. Always be consistent. Don't do something and then it be nice or dope, then you just let that shit fall off. You know what I'm saying? Just keep being consistent, building up like a pyramid. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's a pyramid scheme. Like if your team doing the same shit, everybody eats, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I got a team that's hungry, so it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? We staying consistent right now. You know what I'm saying?
And so let's talk about the Cardi B placement, which actually wasn't a Cardi B placement.
Hmm.
She was featured on the song. So did
Right.
you not talk to Cardi B's people at all in the
But with Cardi, I was actually I was in Atlanta when I first got the video. Like not even the actual video, it was just the video of them in the studio. You feel what I'm saying? From my boy Billy, Billionaire Black, and my homie Pop. So like pretty much, bro, it was like he was like, I got Cardi on our track, boy. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. And so he sent me the video. They was just in the studio vibing and shit. And he played her verse. She was in there, rapping that shit, playing with that shit. I'm like, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this one, she was really on the come up, bro. She was like straight on the come up. Like so that shit was just like fucking bananas, bro.
and so you literally saw that track go from that artist idea into having Cardi B on that bitch. And like you basically believing in his vision, it's almost like that artist played the producer role in that
Mhm.
kind of situation. And and, and literally made a situation where everybody ate.
Yeah, for real. He did. Shout out to my boy Billy, man. For real. Paparazzi, you know what I'm saying? He basically, you know what I'm saying? And it gave me New York, man. Pretty much like be able to fuck with people from up around there, that area. You know what I'm saying? So
I
shout
see.
out to my boys.
Yeah, that boy is a hustler. Uh, Shout out to him for sure. That shit is a lit ass grind right there. Artists, take note. Rappers, take note. That is vision. That is vision. That's artist shit. Y'all niggas ain't artists a lot of the time. And let me
Man.
tell you, speaking of that, at that time, Cardi B wasn't very taken seriously as a rapper. And
Mhm.
so it was funny. I messaged this man, y'all. And he's the humblest because he didn't owe my black ass a single motherfucking response hopping in his inbox questioning any of his decisions. And this nigga actually be messaging, I'd like to apologize publicly for all the crazy shit. And your
Hey,
ass, like,
you always go talk shit, man. I'm just gonna look at you like, hey man, shut the fuck up, man. You feel me? That's bro though, you feel me? Shit. You know what I'm saying? I know.
well, it's not even about whether or not what I'm saying has relevance or not. It's just like I don't got time for it. And it's funny
Mhm.
you approach it and it's just like I can't even continue whatever kind of I look goofy right now. All right,
I'll be chilling,
sci-fi.
bro. I'll
And
be
and
chilling.
and
You know me, bro.
and still being able to respond. So that's what's up. That's really deep and some really heavy foot pedaling. A nigga can be late sometimes.
Oh man, I'm always gonna be late. I'll be late to my funeral. All that shit. Oh, everything.
Man, we've known each other forever. Wait, I gotta ask you this question. What is your first memory of me? What's your first time remembering me?
First time, it was a couple times. I remember you first came through here. Who was it with? It wasn't Caleb, not Caleb. Was it? No. I forgot who it was. You had the Jamaican dude who was singing, and I was like, "Damn, this boy B going crazy." Because y'all did y'all thing. Y'all both was like, on point with that song. Y'all did that record. Y'all did that shit was dope. I was like,
How
okay.
long ago
And
was that though?
that was like 5 years ago.
Oh, nigga, that was the no, but you knew me long before that, nigga, because we were in the the culture fest together, hella hella throwback.
Oh, you talking about when that shit was at the pod, the
Nigga,
real
I
culture.
was in your crib with SL. Shout out SL. Yo, y'all,
Oh yeah, they did that.
SciFi.
I ain't really perform at the coach though. I was always around. You know what I'm
No, you
saying?
played
And I remember you
drums.
passing out
You
CDs.
played drums.
Yup. Yo, pops too. Papito. Oh my god.
But so, with all the artists that you've worked with, who would you say that your favorite artist to work with is? Let me guess. D Boy.
D boy fat ass. I mean, it just everybody. I like working with everybody, honestly, bro. Cause I'm a producer, so I get a different feel. I get a different vibe with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be real mellowed out, so I'll just mellow my ass down or some shit. Some people might be turned, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'll turn up with your ass. You feel? Shit, it's just I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make you feel left out and shit. I'm gonna vibe with you. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, honestly, I like working with everybody. Shit, sometimes everybody get on my fucking nerve, but I mean, shit. To
With
keep it honest, I just
with
like
that
working
being
with everybody.
said, what would with that being said, what would be like, let's say, three things not to do when you go to the studio?
First thing you should not do when you come to the studio is put your motherfucking mouth on the pop filter. That's nasty. You're gonna get SARS and shit. Uh, two, you should always let the engineer do what he needs to do. You feel me? I mean, it's good to show, give your vision and y'all should be able to work, you know what I'm saying, without any complications. So that should be another thing. Like you came to the studio, let the engineer work. You feel what I'm saying? And three,
Yeah.
just you know what I'm saying? Just be aggressive, be you know what I'm saying? Just be ready to work, man. Don't come in and be lazy. You feel me? Shit. You can get 3 songs done in an hour. I done seen that shit. 4 maybe. You feel me?
Uh, what's what is the three best things to do when somebody comes to the studio?
Always know your music, be on time, even though sometimes we don't be on time, but I'm just gonna say that so everybody can hear it. Be on time. Uh and last, I mean, you gotta work, bro. Be ready to work. Don't half-ass shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Put some energy in your shit, bro. You feel me?
So with
Yes, sir.
with well, so with everything that you do, how do you balance your schedule? How do you find time? Is there any scheduling techniques? Like, because I know you've almost never said no to a session
Man.
or will make time in a day. How do you balance your schedule? How do you work that out?
Shit. Honestly, bro, it's just in the heat of the moment type shit, bro. Keep it 100. So I even bring my kids with me to the sessions and shit like that, even if I gotta, you know what I'm saying? But as far as balancing it out, there really ain't no balance, bro. It's basically off of heat of the moment to me, bro. So
There ain't no balance. That's
ain't no balance, bro.
so for
If
people
I gotta
trying.
do a session at 10 o'clock at night, I'm coming at 10 o'clock at night. You feel me? If I gotta do it at 1 in the morning, they call me in some bread. I'm coming at 1 in the morning. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So it's really no balance. Only balance is trying to get your sleep, shit. But that ain't gonna happen till you dead with me. So shit,
Heartbreaking, tragic.
man. I'm giving you all the truth. Shit, ain't no balance, bro. Shit, if you
Yeah.
think you can just be like, I'm gonna dictate the future, you got it fucked up, man. You got to go day by day with this shit. You feel me? It's the only thing in the future is your goals, and hopefully you reach them bitches. You feel me? If you hungry enough, shit.
Well, and with all your hats, what do you prioritize? I guess, uh, like, what do you want to do the most? So answer both of those. Which one do you want to be, like, if you could choose, what would be your main one? And when it comes down to prioritizing, how do you work that out?
I really just like doing production. Um, and one of these people I know named Mario Tony. Shout out Mario Tony. He said it.
Mario.
He said it best, man. Like when you're a producer and an engineer, it's like pretty much engineering. I did a lot of engineering. It takes away from your creativity of producing, uh, especially if that's what your main thing is to do. So that's why, like right now, I separated myself from engineering and production a certain way. Pretty much, it's like I'll take certain people to record, but I'm working more on getting those placements. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Or building my artists and shit up. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But you
Does it
just got.
vary from like month to month? Which one is the most financially
Mhm.
like? Oh well, and like I guess when you have placements and you're still selling beats, you're making back. So I guess it does vary.
Mhm. I mean, it just depends, bro. Like, it might be a point where you get a good song or an artist. It might be you might get 3 placements, but which song is gonna pop? You feel me? It might be a song you be like, oh, I know this shit gonna pop, and it only does 500K. You feel me? Some shit like that. So it's like you can't just depend on that shit. You got to be working every day to get as many placements, or you know what I'm saying, just make sure you financially stable as possible, bro. So it does vary some months. It could, you know what I'm saying, I might do good on the production 1 month. I might do good on the engineering 1 month. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it might be the both. Shit, you feel me? Shit, it just, you never know with this shit, bro. You never know.
I'm 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 glad you're answering these questions because I'm being nosy as fuck, honestly. Uh,
Hey, it's knowledge, man. It's just giving out free knowledge, bro.
yeah,
Shit.
well, it's I'm just trying to inspire and encourage and also like discourage motherfuckers who ain't built for this shit to
Real.
stop doing it because a lot of people look for the perfect fit for what they're trying to do, and
Mhm.
it seems like one of the biggest takeaways out of a few, of course, is that there ain't no perfect fit. And it's
It's all
and it,
open season.
yeah. So you wouldn't discourage because a lot of times I get told that you should be a master of one thing. You think
Mhm.
that people should have multiple hustles or like not even hustles because that's obvious, but like
Mhm.
skills.
Yeah, it should. I mean, no doubt, bro. You should always have multiple hustles. Like, if one goes down, you got the next one. If that goes down, you got the next one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, even with the production field right now, like, it's a lot of producers out there, bro. And a lot of people see each other as competition, bro. And it shouldn't even be like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's so much fucking free money out here to get, bro. So
Well,
there
and it
should be
seems
no
like
competition.
nowadays anybody who makes a hot beat can get a placement if it
Uh-huh.
gets in the right place. It's like it
Mhm.
doesn't even have to be a famous person, more so than ever. I almost feel like you were almost a part of the beginning of that trend where
Mhm.
somebody from nowhere, Bloomington, Illinois, is producing major records for people.
Mhm. And I mean, like I said, you can get on from anywhere, bro. So I mean, that's just another thing. You don't gotta move anywhere to get on. You can get on from your own backyard, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Not not so true if you're a rapper.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, you gotta work, bro. You gotta work. Shit. Oh my God.
It's about time you flamed up in this motherfucker. Have you been to the normal dispensary yet?
No, I haven't. And I'm not going. I got my dispensaries.
Why are you opposed to the dispensary?
I mean, I'm a legal gun holder. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So I can't go in there. You feel me?
Yeah, because you'll have to
So
give up your right to bear arms.
you
That's
hear me?
oh my gosh. Uh, I'm
I'm
trying
smart.
to think of how to like talk about that because that's a super uh
Sensitive,
yeah,
sensitive topic. Yeah,
yeah. How well? Why do you think of all the compromises to make that's what they chose? What kind of thing is that to choose between?
I have no idea, bro. Honestly, I don't even know.
You
Keep it,
literally have to choose between getting high or being protected. Like what kind of stupid
and it's stupid, bro,
America?
because
You should be ashamed of yourself.
you should be able to smoke and be a gun holder. You feel me? That's just like saying, okay,
I,
let me
I
get
think
this
it's
drunk person.
niggas smoking weed holding guns that ruined it.
Yeah, well, and they don't have gun licenses. That's why they ruined it. You feel what I'm saying?
Um so it's so interesting, me coming to Atlanta and like it's so crazy because like trees is more legal in Bloomington than Atlanta, Georgia, but there's also that dynamic of like you can smoke weed in the club in
Hmm.
Atlanta, and the DJ's gonna be like, "Smoke that shit right now."
Oh yeah, they don't care down there. They don't
But
care
like
at all, bro.
that's only the case in like in Atlanta, in the close by cities. It's a really interesting dynamic because Atlanta is, and hopefully you can confirm this with me to the people. Atlanta is literally like no place on the whole entire earth,
It's,
and
it's
the only
different,
like,
bro.
and you get to see black people in a whole different capacity. You like
Yeah,
there's trailer park black motherfuckers in Atlanta. Like there's literally every kind from
that's the
doctor
country,
types
you heard?
to fucking vegan fucking like it's like all kinds of. Am I lying?
Hey, I love Atlanta. Forever, I love Atlanta, show. Yeah. But yeah, it's different, man. And Atlanta is Atlanta, for real.
For sure, for sure. Well, sci-fi. I can't believe that I got 50 minutes of your motherfucking time to chop it up and be. Is there anything that you want to talk about? Anything that you need to plug? Get your shit off real quick. I'm here to listen. That's what this is all about.
Man, shout out to my boy B Dash, you heard me, for bringing me on the show. Shout out to the whole team that's helped running this show, the background, the back people, you heard me. Hey, I want to shout out to my city, Bloomington, Illinois. If y'all don't know, y'all going to know. Uh, I mean, just shout out to everybody that's out there working. You feel what I'm saying? During this situation, uh, pretty much just keep going, man. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. Work, grind. Oh yeah,
One last.
in July 2020 on the guys. That shit gonna be hard.
Okay, well, I'm about to give you the full screen to introduce your music video.
Okay.
Before we get off of here, Maddie, Danny, get me out of here.
Yo, it's your boy Sci, bringing you about a check right here on Let's Vibe TV. Let's get it, my boy.
I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. Look, everybody wanna be the man until the man get knocked down. Hey, I don't give a damn about how these people feel. I'm moving around, cruising the town, smoking a pound. I got me a thought, you know she go down. You part of the circus, I don't fuck with clowns. Smoking on loud, I don't make a sound. Hey, everybody wanna flex, but my homies got next. We just having fun, my nigga, but all about that check. Power moves on deck. Hey, I don't even break a sweat. Roll the dice in this game, homie. You better check, I got a name, homie. Yeah, I'm OMO cause I do it on my own. Yeah, you ain't talking money, I ain't picking up my phone. And that money put a nigga in another zone. Yeah, I ain't writing nothing, I just did it off the dome. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect. I always been about a check. Now these people at my neck. I don't even got flex. Just show your boy some respect.
I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. I hope it was informative. I hope it was entertaining. We'll be back tomorrow with Richard Ray. Will be on tomorrow's episode. Also, don't forget, there's a playlist with all the music from the show available on Apple Music and Spotify. Don't forget, we all love you. Have a great night. Stay safe. And it's Sunday. God bless. All right. Hey.